Hi and welcome, beautiful mama. If you have ever thought, am I doing too much? Or am I not enough as a mom? This video might just completely change your perspective. If you're a mom who worries she's never enough, let's talk about what our kids truly need and what they don't need. Hi, I'm Kathleen, and I support high-achieving moms who are tired of yelling, buried in their schedules, and just stuck in their shits to just feel more clear, grounded, and a little bit more calmer, even on the hard days. And today, we're talking about something really tender. Can we love our kids too much? Or are we actually confusing love with something else? Let's dive in. What our kids actually need most from us is to feel safe and secure. And what research shows consistently is that we need that safety and security to build emotional resilience. Too much love? And then let's dive into the second part of this video, why there is not such a thing as too much unconditional love, but there is often something we mix into it that creates pressure instead of safety. So let's talk about it. The first one, what kids actually need most is they need love and they need our presence. So what does the research actually says? Let's do a short dive back. Within the first 3 years of a child's life, 80% of how safe and secure they feel in life later on is defined, which means 80% how your child will feel and tackle challenges, how safe and secure it feels in itself, so how it defines its own self-worth, its self-trust. All of this, of 80% of that is defined in the first 3 years, which means actually, if you think about it, it's 20% after 3 years of age. So let's say from 4 to whenever, actually, from 4 to, let's say, to 16, that shapes 20%. In the first 3 years of that child, it's 80% of that safe and secure attachment. And here, what it truly means to create this loving, safe environment for your child. And yes, while I say, and now focus on the first 3 years, I do truly believe it's important at all times. And if there was a disruptor in the early years, it can be made up. Nevertheless, I think love and presence is always important, but the first 3 years might be extra crucial. And what do kids actually want when you ask them, like, what do you want and how do you define love? And a child would always tell you it's about being with my parents, doing things together. It's presence over performance. It's emotional availability over perfect behavior. Research actually shows, their studies, that if a child feels safely and secure to its parents, that even if that parent starts yelling, the child can actually recognize at what it is. My mom's battery were empty. She was yelling, but she will get us back and everything is fine. While a child who isn't as safe will start feeling yelling as putting it in fight and flight mode and stress, which is very, very uncomfortable for a child to be, right? So even in the early years, how a parent, it's not about our perfect behavior, which the bar is too high anyway, right? What is perfect behavior? But our kids want us to be present. And unfortunately, we live in a world where this is harder and harder to do. I mean, I was just thinking this morning, did you know that the smartphones, I think the first iPhone ever launched was in 2007, if I'm not completely wrong? That means less than 20 years ago, the smartphones entered our world. So our kids today, they're competing with smartphones. they're competing with work. Like, our kids today have to compete with so much noise around us, which actually makes it almost harder to raise our kids safe and secure in this world. And this is where I feel we just need to bring more presence in. Another thing is, like, if you truly ask a child, what do you want from your parents? They will always tell you, I want time. I want presence. I want to play with them. They don't care about a clean house. Seriously, like, I know we're so obsessed about having our neat, clean, nice house. But if you ask the kids, they probably rather live in a dump hole and have their parents present than living in a most beautiful mansion and having parents who aren't available to them. I think that is the hard truth. And as parents, I even think sometimes to have this nice and clean house is just another way, because maybe we didn't get this safety feeling and security feeling in our first 3 years. So now we're trying to do something to prove ourselves. Yeah, but actually to whom? To the outside world? To the neighbors? To the others? Because we don't feel as safe and attached. And I think in our world, it's, I'm not going to say harder, but it's a bit less, or it's a little bit, we need to bring more awareness to the game to really choose the presence with our kids over the noise that is surrounding us. And good enough parenting isn't flawless parenting, but just choosing, like today, take 5 minutes and just be present with your children. Read a book with them and just really read that book and be in that story instead of already thinking about what you need to do after, what's going on at work, because that's what we do. A lot of the parents, I notice it when I work with mothers who work, they come home and, work is part of you. It's like you're still having the backpack with the work mind on and you're still going through the conversations you had at work. And it's actually not always easy to enter the presence when you arrive home to your kids. So oftentimes, all our kids want is us and our emotional availability. But even if they're getting us, we're not really there. We're still occupied in our mind with a lot of other things. And that makes it hard for our kids, to be honest. And I want to give one example. Now, I forgot a bit who it was, but it was very interesting because she was talking about ADHD kids. And it was a doctor in child development, and she was talking about that actually ADHD are symptoms. And if you look at the root cause of these symptoms, is that these kids had too much stress in their first 3 years of their life. So most likely parents who, for whatever reasons, and this isn't a guilt trip, this is no shame, it's just really like, let's take a moment, take a deep breath, and check in where we are, and then just notice, where can we bring more presence in? Because research in attachment theory shows that secure kids are formed through consistent emotional responsiveness, not perfection. And research shows that kids who are early onward stressed will have behaviors later on in life that most likely are a more stressed behavior. And ADHD, for example, is one of the ways that a stressed child might reflect his own stress. It's in a way, it's nothing more. And it's okay if rupture happens when it's followed by repair, and that builds trust. A child still knows it can always count on its parents. But if we start yelling and then we're not repairing, or we're absent-minded, then we're losing the trust. So a calm emotional parent is more powerful than any over-functioning one. And I think we need in our society particular to remind us, if our child right now could tell us one thing, it says just, Mama, Daddy, just be with me. I don't care about the fluff, the stuff, the toys. All of this is at the end of the day not as important. Even though we might be told like that, or we might grow up like this, I actually think we're fostering materialism or wanting stuff, because we telling kids early, because we've been told the same story, right? The more stuff I have, or if I get this, if I have this car, if I get on this vacation, then this is going to fulfill this need, and then I think I'm going to feel that way. While we know this isn't how it's working, this isn't happening. So sometimes it's just literally stopping, taking a deep breath, and how can we come into presence and maybe check in what does truly matter. So let's come to the next one about there's no such thing of too much unconditional love. I remember when I got my firstborn, there was like this saying, there can be too much love and you can love your child too much. And I do think in that moment when people say that, they don't talk about unconditional love. They talk about something very, very different. Because what is unconditional love? That's love without performance. It's love that is not tied to behavior, not tied to achievement, and it's not tied. You love your child for who it is. You love it when your child is angry. You're still loving the child. You still love your child when it has messed up something. And your child knows that. Deep down in its heart, it knows I'm loved no matter what happens. But we can go into overprotection, and that's not unconditional love anymore. Actually, here, when we go down, when we start thinking that the fear we have is our love, and we start to put like a narrative on it. So, I'm doing everything. I love you so much, so you please don't struggle. Or I love you so much, so please be okay. Or I love you, so why is this happening? Like, I don't, and so don't disappoint me now. Like, how many say, oh, I'm a doctor, so you need to be doctor. That's not an unconditional love narrative. That's actually pressure when we start to mix performance and anxiety and put that as expectation and call that love. I think there's particular with girls something called the good girl syndrome. And what at the end of the day is the good girl syndrome? A girl being told, I love you if you are a good girl, if you're nice, if you're adapted, if you're adjusted to society and what is expected from you. And girls have a tendency to fall really easy into this trap. So girls have a tendency to become good girls, to feel the pressure to perform, to fit in, to be liked, to be loved, and that's not how it's supposed to be. So yes, we'll leave it here. I could now talk, but then I think I start to repeat myself. So what is the two main key takeaways from today is that our kids will always choose us and our presence over anything else pretty much, okay? As long as the basic needs are met of food and roof, the kids don't care about how fancy that roof more or less is. They don't care about the amount of toys or the amazing holidays if they have parents who are present and who are there for them and love them. And the other one is there is never ever too much unconditional love. But sometimes we mix it a little bit with anxiety and fear, and it becomes more or less a conditional narrative of, I love you if you behave like this or that and that, or please don't struggle because then you'll remind me of something I have in my past. And if this resonates with you, I created some small and supportive audio tracks that are called A Moment for You. Each of them is under 5 minutes long and will help you pretty much to reset, to ground, or to boost your energy. The link is in the show notes below. And if this conversation felt like a little exhale, just hit subscribe. I'm here a couple of times a week. And as always, let's root, rise, and shine together.